Hello, this is your girl Red from EarHustle411. Today at the GlobalMixx, we're here again. Yes, we are doing it with the music portion. And I am sitting here with no other than Kevin. Kevin, how are you?
I'm great, and yourself. It's good to see you again.
Now, what brought you out to the GlobalMixx today?
So I've had the opportunity to work with Mary Datcher of GlobalMixx for a ton of years. We actually came up together, shared office space back in the early 90s, and she has always looked to me to help share and exchange knowledge and wisdom about this incredible music business. Today I'm here representing Johnson Publishing Company, publishers of Ebony and Jet magazine, ebony.com and jetmag.com. Spoke on the panel really talking about the opportunity for leveraging media and how you really build your finances in the music industry. And so we had a great intimate conversation. I shared the panel with a number of varied other professionals, an attorney, a gentleman that is a promoter, show promoter. And so we all had different perspectives to share in this process of imparting knowledge to our younger and less experienced brothers and sisters.
Now, if you could just tell me one thing that you thought you gave out today as good advice, what would that be?
I reminded people not to be dismissive of what they may feel is old school media. You know, this thing about social media has really taken on a life of its own. Yeah. It's important. It allows people to be able to measure their ability to interact with and engage with audiences. But old school media is still important. Right. We have over 10 million audience members that we reach every month with Ebony magazine still as an example. And so we are still relevant and important, not to discount what's happening with social media, but I'm just saying in your prioritization, and this is what I was talking to the audience about and feel that this was probably the best takeaway. You need to prioritize who you're going to hit when you're trying to build and exploit your brand, right? Include old school media in the mix, but you probably want to start up there with social media because that is the voice of the people. Right. But there's a trust and level of credibility that established media still has, and so
that's right.
If you can break through there, you're golden.
Fantastic. Now, how long have you been doing this?
So I've been with Johnson Publishing Company for 3 years just about, but I've been in the music business since the mid-'80s.
Oh, wow.
I started out as a DJ. I was Chicago's first house music publicist. So when, you know, all these nameless, faceless house music artists were out there creating tracks, I said, people need to know who the people are behind these tracks. And so I helped elevate the game in that way.
I love it. I love it. Now, if you had one word of wisdom to part on those out there trying to maybe even do what you do for a living or just get in the music game, what would that be?
Well, I'll break it down into two parts. In the music game, and there was one of these panels here at GlobalMixx where we talked about this. It's really about the passion. You got to have passion in your heart, mind, and soul for this business because it's not easy. I kind of moved away from it directly, still attached, still get great love when I come out to things like this from all those that I worked with in the past. But for me, I personally had to look and see what was important for me and my lifestyle and my commitment. And so I got all the education I could, and I went and found a company that really valued some of the skills that I had acquired and experience I had acquired, Johnson Publishing being that company right now. And I'm, trying to help build there and keep that legacy going. So,
well, that's fantastic, and that is important. With everything that you see going on out here today with the violence and the racial tension, how do you think that maybe anything you have to say or that can maybe pull the young people in and maybe even keep them from such tragedies?
First and foremost, they have to know that we're descendants of kings and queens. And when you're royalty, love and respect are first and foremost. And not everyone knows and understands that power from which we are from. I mean, you got to know that. But opportunity is the next thing. This GlobalMixx Music Summit is about opportunity, and everyone here is feeling right. They're feeling empowered,
Right,
and,
yes.
and so we have to figure out ways to empower our community more so that they have the same feeling. And when you have that feeling, you know there's nothing you can't do.
I love it. That's fantastic. Yes. Well, if anybody out there want to reach you, how can they do that?
Twitter at Red Clay Digital, or reach out to us at johnsonpublishing.com, 312-322-9200.
Fantastic. And we thank you so much for your time. And I'll see you again, I know.
It's an honor and a blessing always. EarHustle411, don't forget.
That's right. So you've heard it here first from your girl Red, EarHustle411, where we're always keeping our ears to the streets.